We are live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world. Welcome to the show. This is the weekly beer and video review show with me, Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan, aka Movie Man Dan, aka Minivan Dan. What's up, everybody? How we doing all over the world? Good to see you here. This is a new show, so stand with me. I just moved into my new place, so we're kind of like a pseudo setup. So we might have spotty internet. We might have a blackout on the computer. We might have fire and smoke coming out of the computer. I have no idea what to expect, but we are here. I showed up. You are here. And if you're a returning guest, thank you so much for joining us. You know what we do on this show. If you're new to the show and this is the first time that you've been here, welcome. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do. This is the weekly beer and video review show. What's up? We already have Eaton. We already have HSB in the house. Jens was here. Frank, I know you're out there painting. Carlos C., you're the man, Dan. Thank you so much. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do here. If you're just hopping on, we go ahead and we review 2 beers. And today we got delicious beers. And I'm so thirsty because I just ate a handful of pretzels. So I'm pumped to go ahead and review these beers. And while we're reviewing these beers, we talk about the videos that came on the show last week. And we preview the video that's coming out this week on the channel. So if you support my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. Go ahead and give me a like on this video. That's what we do, but all throughout the show, we talk, we answer comments, we bring you segments like, we bring out the test bunny. He's going to be here in a minute, and then we bring out segments like What Would You Rather? We bring a quick one like This Day in History. We bring in some fun stuff and all wrapped around. Hey, Dad's here. Love and Light Junatic. Okay, welcome, Junatic. Dad, welcome to the show. We have an awesome, exciting show. Yes, looking good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Jens. Always a pleasure to see you here as you are one of the originals. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the show. Like I said, this is kind of a pseudo show. I've been absolutely tearing my head out, moving. I moved from inside proper LA to the most northern point of Los Angeles, just before you hit the mountains and go up. So I'm kind of like in a sleepy little mountain trucker town slash there's 2 giant lakes out here. It's absolutely beautiful. It's quiet. Hey, Doug, what's up? Good morning, Doug. How are you? I'll be calling you tomorrow because I know it's your birthday, guys. Everyone, welcome back, Doug. Good to see you here. But yeah, so today I'm literally going off of the cusp, and I'm going off. Is it the cusp? I'm going off the cusp of whatever I can think of that's inside of here because I've just started unpacking. I was moving all day yesterday, and the internet guy came literally 20 minutes ago and hooked me up. So the internet just got turned on. I'm kind of set up, but we're going to still have fun. We're going to be reviewing beers. We're going to be going ahead, answering comments, having fun on the show. And without further ado, my keyboard's not working. Well, I hope you figured that out. We might have some technical difficulties. If we do today, stand by. Understand that I'm just moving in. This is the very first day that I'm here operating on internet. It's not even an hour old in this place. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in one of our favorite peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, welcome in today, the Test Bunny. Yeah. What's up, Nate?
What's going on, Travel Man Dan? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty damn good. Mr. Barr, it's still here. Okay. All right. Doing pretty good, Nate. The internet guy just showed up, and we are rocking and rolling. We are excited about getting going. How are you today?
I'm awesome. It's beautiful here in Las Vegas this morning. The heat wave is gone. So that 2 weeks we had about 115 to 120 degree heat. We're down to 105.
Ooh, 105. I was there when it was 118, and I thought my ears were going to melt off. That was insane. What's up, Mikey? All right, Mike Capella, what up? You remember I was sweating, and you had you on the show, so good to see you here. Have trolling. Hey. All right, very nice. I'm online. Frank, welcome to the show. Not 105. Okay.
Only 105.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hot. But you know what's really good for hot days, Nate, and even hot summer nights is beer. a nice, cold, refreshing beer. And today's beer is really good for a hot summer day because I feel like this is something that you will enjoy. I don't know if I'm getting tricked out, but this is something that you'll enjoy on a hot summer day, especially if it's 118, 105. I'm really excited to try this one out. I'm a little curious about it, what's going to come out of it, because I have a preconceived notion of what I already think it's going to be. But nevertheless, guys, we're going to bring in today Sleeveless Tea Summer Lager with tea, lemon, and natural flavors. Check out today's beer. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Sleeveless Tea.
I'm pumped for this one, man.
Me too. I mean, look at Nate. Look at all the nice, beautiful babies and bodies all over there. Okay, there's some beautiful men there too. Okay, beautiful summer fun. Okay, and is that a dog on a?
They're floating on lemons. I like that.
Oh, we're definitely going to bring that up into the design.
I want to float on a lemon.
Okay? And I don't know why I have this preconceived notion that like I feel like I'm drinking like a twisted tea or a hard tea, right? But is this a beer? Is it what is this?
So this, I mean, it is a lager. So I think a twisted tea is going to be more like probably a malt liquor with flavoring in it. This is an actual lager that's made with tea leaves and lemon, and so I think it's going to be an elevated version of twisted tea. That's what I think. I've never tried it.
Nice. HSB says, TMD, it must be nice to be out of the hustle and bustle of LA, but it's nice you're still close by. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for, is to be outside of LA just a little bit where it's quiet. It's peaceful. There's mountains. Literally across the street from me, there's 2 giant lakes where I can go kayaking. I can go hiking. I can ride my mountain bike. I can just be around less people. But if I wanted to drive in, say for an audition to LA or for whatever reason to go see my friends, it's only about 30 minutes, which isn't a big deal. Frank, general endorsement of beer. Yes. Okay. I'm having Red Stripe. Yeah, man. Okay. We have some fun stuff for that one. What's up, Barrow? Welcome to Hot for Calvin. But hey, Nate, are you excited or what?
Yeah, dude, I want to crack this thing. I want to try it. So just so you guys know, 5% ABV on this one. I wonder if this is something that we should try to put it over ice too.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and pour it into this one. You're more than welcome to go ahead and pour it on ice, but I'm just going to go ahead and crack this sucker open. Nate, cheers, my man. Let's go ahead and smell this guy. Okay. Lost my finger strength. Ooh, oh, man. Popping out of this can is the fragrance of lemons, man. This thing is super lemony. Like I said, it smells like a Snapple. It smells like a Lipton iced tea.
Like an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Please excuse the camera is not the regular camera. I'm going off my laptop. Ooh, very light. Okay, cool, refreshing, lemony.
A lot of carbonation.
Yes. Yeah, there is. It looks like when you pour it in there, it's like the inside of a washer machine. But look at this thing.
Look at the color on that.
Beautiful, actually.
Hazy. It's hazier than I thought it would be.
It is quite hazy, but it's got a lightness to it that I really like. It's got the light, the way it refracts through there. It's still pretty clear, whereas some hazies are just really super cloudy. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the pour. It's really pretty. It's a nice color. It's a little bit different than what I expected. It doesn't have a big nose on it. Like you can smell the lemon. I don't smell any tea. Maybe some tea, but it's mostly lemon forward. I don't really smell anything else, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I definitely smell a lot of lemon. Mike said, strangest thing I saw in Munich was watching some Germans mix beer and cola for the first time.
Dude, we just talked about that.
Yeah,
remember,
you know about that?
We're gonna do it on the show.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay. Mike said he saw it in Munich. Hi, Jens. Hi, Barrow. Hi, Frank. Everyone's Marissa. What's up? Good morning. I am here now in my new home. But Nate, cheers. Let's go ahead and try this one out.
Cheers, brother.
You're just hopping on. We're drinking the Sleeveless Tea Summer Ale.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
That's different.
That is good.
It's definitely, it almost has like a because of the lemon, it's so lemon forward, it almost has like a sour feel to it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It tastes a bit It's got like a spikiness of a sour
Yeah.
drink, but
Yep.
it's still it rears it back because the flavor of the lemon is so prominent and strong. It's really good, man. I can't believe, Nate, that this is alcohol. Or
There's almost like there's a floral thing going on in there. Maybe that's the tea. Maybe I'm just not kind of identifying that flavor because it's inside of a beer, but it almost is like a lavender or I don't know, jasmine, some kind of flavor in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty awesome. First sip has been
light. Perfect for a hot day. You're right. Both of these beers, I think, are perfect for a hot day.
Yeah, I mean, it's also one of those things where, like you said before, it's 5%, but you'd think like something like this would be a Bammer, a 6.9, and just like they really try to, haul ass in the direction of alcohol. But I like how they kept it moderate because it actually gives more of the flavor of what they're making, which is this tea, lemon, and natural flavors. Maybe that's the floral that you taste, the natural flavors. But I gotta say, first sip is outstanding.
Yeah, I really, really like it. In the can, right? This tastes exactly what you would expect this to taste like by looking
exactly.
At it.
Yeah,
they tied it together somehow.
Yeah, they did. Sometimes when you try like these oatmeal stouts, something in your mind is like oatmeal, and you feel like it, but it more tastes like more like an ale. But dude, if ever there was a lemon tea with alcohol in it, I mean, this is freaking good, man. I mean, let's hear.
You can put this on ice with a shot of vodka and have that as like a summer cocktail. Like you can definitely do something with this drink.
How about a little buka?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
A little Zambuca. Who's a Zambuca fan? All right. Frank says, TMD, how was the move? Then missed that. I was early to class, but I got this. Yeah, it was okay. It was, I'm going to be moving one more time. I got one more load. But overall, it's great. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking out the window. I'm looking at mountains. I'm looking over here at a lake. It's beautiful. I'm really, really happy. This is what we're drinking. It is the sleeveless tea. But Barrow says, nice T-shirt. Do you know this shirt is Electric Daisy Carnival 2008? Okay, this was right before EDC just launched into the different stratosphere. I think I worked at this one I guess it would have been at San Manuel Casino. It was small. It was like 20,000 people compared to what it does now.
What do they do now, Travel Man Dan?
The one in Vegas, probably, if I had to guess, 450 to 500,000. Yeah, on a weekend. It's because they probably do about 150,000 people a night. It's one of the best times in the world. I love raves. I love all the lights, the music, of course, the rave booty. It's just a good time. It's just a lot of fun. Gives an eyebrow raise. Nice. Okay. Thanks, Frank. Lunatic. Hi. Keyboard's working.
This looks so rare.
Barrow, welcome. The beer is awesome. Where is Tenacious Freak? Where are you, my friends? Okay, my dad is here. Welcome. I love all the comments. I love all the love. What I love most about it is that the same people continue to support me and show up. So, guys, cheers to you guys. Thank you so much.
I want to get more of this beer, I think.
Yeah, this one already I can taste. It's got a little snap to it, and I can taste it coming down and buying more.
It's very crisp, Danny. Very crisp.
Yeah, definitely crisp. Okay, so real quick, I just want to tell you guys, like I said, we're going to go off the top of my head. So those of you that don't know or do know, I know Doug knows because Doug produces real TV shows, but we have show notes, right? So I typically work on my show notes. And if you don't know that, maybe I'll go ahead and put it up on my Instagram stories from one of the previous days. But I always follow a set pace of what I want the show to look like. Now, when we have guests on, sometimes it goes a little bit longer. Sometimes we fill in some stuff, which is fine. That's why we still like to keep to the standard. But you know what? Because I'm moving, the computer isn't even on. I'm going off my laptop. We're going to go completely off the top of my head today, Nate. What do you think about that?
Love it. I'm super excited about it. If anybody can do it, you can do it.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is how it all started, coming off the top of my head. Trying to call Freak. I don't know what he's doing. That's awesome.
Have trolling.
That is awesome. Have trolling literally is calling Tenacious Freak.
That's a new name for me, Danny. Who's have trolling?
Have trolling is somebody from Denmark. Yes.
What's up, Denmark?
Yeah. Yes. Brendan's in the house. Welcome.
Woo!
All right, so without further delay, let me get into it a little bit. Last week, I did not put a video out on my channel. Why? Because I was in the thick of things. I was literally packing. I still work a full-time job. I still go out and pursue acting, and I still have to go out and film. So I did not have the time to go ahead and put out a video. But don't worry, I got a couple in the bay, and we're going to go ahead and get to that in a minute. Have trolling is a garden troll. I love it. Okay, love your show. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Love to hear new people enjoying the show. We're going to continue building. We're going to continue getting better. I brought the
I'm going through this pretty quick. I can't stop drinking it.
I know it's got such a sweetness to it, Nate. I really like that.
It almost has, that kind of fake sugar Splenda sweet. It almost has that in there. There's a little bit of that.
Yeah, which is really weird because I hate that taste. I hate Splenda. I hate all that stuff. But I like this. This is something about the nip of tea and the strong taste of lemon. You don't even feel like you're drinking a beer, and I think that's fantastic. I love it. Tenacious Freak. Okay, I'm here. I still got 20 cans. Nice. Very cool. I have no idea what the Zwift trainer is, but maybe that is some Scandinavian exercise equipment. Would you care to share that with us a little bit? So, guys, a couple quick topics that I want to bring up. Obviously, I brought up the move. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday. The New York Yankees played the Boston Red Sox, and a fan threw a baseball from the outfield and hit a Boston Red Sox guy in the back. Oh, dude, it went nuts, man.
Where was the player? Was he on the field or was he?
Yeah, he was in the outfield. It was the guy that came from the Dodgers, Correa, and he's got the red beard. He's good. He's good. He's very good. So, yeah, the guy in the stands, good for you, Tour de Swift. Nice. So the guy in the stands threw a baseball. And if you never seen a baseball before, they're pretty hard. And if they get thrown at you from anywhere over than 10 feet, it can hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
And it hit him in the back, and he turned around, and then all hell broke loose. And you got to understand this. Of all sports rivalries, I don't know if there is a better one than the Red Sox Yankees. It dips down. It definitely goes down. But because baseball is more of a, I don't know. I don't want to say passive, but Nate, how would you explain baseball as a point to, because there's 162 games, and because rivals usually play each other 28 times a season because they're usually interdivision.
In the same division, yep.
Yeah, it's not as strong, but when it heats up, when it gets going, if you ever see each other in the playoffs or whatever, there's no better rivalry than the Red Sox Yankees. And
I mean, it's changed a little bit because I think the eyeballs on baseball are less than they've ever been. So it's not quite the same as it was back in what year was it that the Red Sox ended up winning their first World Series? 2001, 2004. All right, so back then it felt like that was the only thing that anybody was watching across the country. So that's why I think the rivalry feels a little bit different these days, but it's still there. It's still the Yankees and Red Sox, and it's a premier rivalry for sure.
Yeah, and there is other huge rivalries in baseball. You have out here the Dodgers and the Giants is very, very heated. Like it gets very personal. You have other. What would you say the Phillies' main rival is?
The Mets.
The Mets, really?
The Mets and the Braves, but I would say the Mets more. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, but so anyway, so all hell broke loose, and I thought I would bring that up. Boringly slow. Okay, Carlos Z is not a baseball fan. Yeah, I can understand that. I definitely miss part of the steroid era. Okay.
Me too. The Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa days, like I don't know that we'll ever see anything like that in the sport. Like, and they bottled that up and threw it away.
Dude, that was awesome. I mean, the thing about steroids in baseball is like you're not punching people in the face like boxing, or you're not tackling people like in American football. Soccer's on the fence. Hockey, I don't think it's allowed. But for crying out loud, baseball for steroids was perfect. People were. I mean, it was the first time anybody had ever heard of androstenedione, right?
Mark, right. I forgot about that.
Dude, Barry Bonds was like thin. By the way, I got to show you a picture of me when I was thin. It was just different era, but like they were hitting home runs. Do you remember watching like, not that I watched Seinfeld or Friends, or the news, and like when Barry Bonds was up, or
every at bat,
McGuire or Sosa, a little block
cut in,
that was awesome, man.
Dude, I remember when they were chasing Sammy and McGuire were having that. We were at Wesleyan at that time, we were in school at that time. I don't know if you remember, but I remember watching on 13-inch little bubble screen TV.
Yeah,
and it would be every at bat, no matter out of those two guys, every at bat was shown every day.
Yeah,
and that was, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. But
that was baseball at that time was unbelievable. Carlos says people tuning out of woke sports. Yeah. I got to be honest with you. The whole woke movement, the whole cancel movement is I'm trying to understand. I'm trying my best to look at it with a different perspective. It's just really, really over the top. Some things like me and Nate were talking, and we're not going to get on this too much, but we were talking. It's going to come to the point where like having muscles and being strong and exercising and having a healthy, fit body.
Negative.
It's gonna be like, Nate, what do you think? It's gonna be wrong for you?
I hope not. I hope not. And it'll be a loud, small minority, a sliver of people that say it. So if we don't pay attention to them, it doesn't turn into anything. But unfortunately, we pay attention to everybody. So that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Frank says bring steroids back into baseball. Frank, I'm with you. You know what I mean? And here's the crazy part that a lot of people don't understand. Like, McGuire, Sosa, and the home run and stuff like that. But the real reason people were taking steroids isn't to hit home runs. That was just for certain particular athletes. Yeah. What they were doing was the Mark Gubiceks and the other guys, the knuckleball guys that were coming back off of injuries.
Yeah.
Playing 162 games and then tearing something and then having to return back. They were actually taking steroids for recovery.
Yep.
Okay. They weren't taking them to get jacked.
Well, I mean, I think it was both. I mean, if you look at Barry Bonds, he clearly multiplied in size. Yeah. And I'm sure recovery has something to do with it, but he was also he was also a quick twitch guy that he added that bulk and it just took him over the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was very few and specific. You had, because a lot of times bigger muscles don't equate to more home runs. It actually slows you down. And when you're pitching, when you're throwing and you're pitching, you don't want big muscles. You want flexibility and whip.
That's right.
Anyway, Frank says bring it back. I second that. I'd go for the Marie, what's up? Yes, welcome. Okay, I gave you the jazz hands. EDC. I can't wait. GI freak. Okay, tenacious. That sounds great. Congrats.
Everybody likes your shirt, man.
Yeah, it's a classic, dude. It's EDC right before it blew up. This is one of the very famous EDC shirts. The reason I have it is because it was tucked away, and now I'm unpacking things I haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. So there it was, rolled up. Hey, guys, we are now approaching 20 viewers to watch the show. I can't believe it. I don't know where the beer bong is, so I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to chug from a can.
Do it Stone Cold Steve Austin style.
It'll get all over the place.
Exactly.
Watch them. Oh, Carlos.
Oh, dude, you're hitting below the belt with Travel Man Dan.
Carlos, don't get Buffalo Bills, please. That's terrible. I bet they took parts and get so jacked. All right, the chemicals are still in sports. They've just been using them.
Yeah, you're right. I guarantee you that it's evolved to the point us normal people don't even know what they're using, and they're skating by somehow.
Just like everything else, when someone decides they don't like something, they can't be benefited. It's a problem. The game itself was never truly impacted. Good point, Chris. I like that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about baseball, we talk about baseball a lot today, but the weird thing about it is the traditional versus new age. Like, I like the traditional aspect of baseball, but you need to be able to bring the sport into 2021. So a guy like Fernando Tatis Jr. is perfect for the sport. Like, that's what it needs. It needs an electric guy like him because they just haven't had it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, baseball is like a snoozy kind of like, there's so like 40 different rules. Like, you can't.
It's a technical sport.
Yeah. It's like, how do I say this? Like, you can't point at a pitcher after you hit a home run or something like that. But yet he can throw a hard ball at 100 miles per hour at your face.
Bat flip. You can't bat flip, right?
Yeah, you can't bat flip because then they'll throw a ball at you 100 miles per hour at your face and could end your career and could potentially blind you or break your face. Like, it's just so corny like that. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, and I love baseball. Here's the moving discoveries. EDC, come hang out in October. You know what, Marie? I think I'm having surgery in October, but if I'm not, I will be there. Drunatic, try 11 lights. Good to see you. Punch a hole in the top and the bottom. Ooh, direct injection. Okay.
We call that a shotgun.
Use a straw, then get an air bottle. Works like a beer bong. Okay. Have trolling. Nice. I think I might just do old school, just like crack it. We got to get 20 in the room, and maybe this will spark it up. Nate, how are you enjoying this sleeveless tee?
You know what? It's probably I know this is a novelty. It's a gig. Like, it's kitschy, right? But it works. That's the whole thing. It actually works. There's a lot of these brewers will try something weird, outlandish, because they want to do something different, and it falls flat. This one works.
Yeah, this one totally friggin' works, man. If you can get your hands on this one totally works. It's already approved. We haven't gotten the score yet, but if you haven't checked it out, it's the Sleeveless Tea Summer Lager. Let me give you guys a little reading, Van Dan. A summer breeze for your taste buds. This lively, refreshing blend calls for sunglasses, swimsuits, flip-flops, even golf shoes. It's perfect for a sunny day and won't leave you with an awkward tan line. Keep it cold, drink it fresh. There it is. It's exactly right. I feel like, you know what? I don't like golf. I tried it several times. The act of hitting a golf ball is really hard, and you have to practice it all the time. I prefer more bowling, but I
prefer bowling.
But I love driving the golf cart, and I love drinking on the golf course. This would be perfect. Is it that time, Nate? Runs chugger time. We need 20 in the room. We got close. Ooh, I hear a baby. Hi, Test Bunny, says Drunatic. All right. Like I said before, I have no show notes, but we're still going on with the exact.
You're doing a great job, dude.
Thank you. Nate, it's time for show and tell. We don't have a guest. I'm going to show you guys. Check this out.
What do you got?
I should have done the show and tell off the shirt, but those are the only real parts. That's funny. But guys, as I told you before, I've been packed up inside of LA proper, inside the Valley, okay, for a long time. So a lot of my stuff has been packed up either in storage for 10 years, because before that, there's 20. Oh, there it is, folks.
Yes. What are you going to do? What beer?
Well, I'm going to try this one.
Hold on. I'm going to guess it's Natural Light.
No. Coors Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina.
Oh, Corona, not Coors.
Oh, Corona, sorry. It's cold. Okay, guys.
I'm so excited to watch this.
I'm just going to do it like this. I'm probably going to have a brain freeze and might have to go to Nate for a minute, and then we'll get back on the show.
You want me to do one with you?
Hell yeah, dude. 20 on the show. All right. But they never show that on TV. Yes, that is true, Frank.
Estrella, Jalisco, or Budweiser?
Straight up Uncle Buck. I love a good Jalisco. I'm from Buffalo, man. Mike, you know we love bowling. Okay, here we go. All right. So here we go. Just straight from the can. It's going to hurt like hell, but I'm going to do it. Here we go.
I don't want to do it either.
This kind of salutes you guys. So for the 20 people continuously watching, I appreciate it. I will chug a beer for you. The show is going to get better. We're getting bigger. Things are happening behind the scenes. Thank you so much. This chug is for you, Corona Extra. Here we go. That's hard. Oh, excuse me. That is tough, guys. Super tough.
Dude, ice cold out of a can like that, that's not easy.
No, that was that was good. Good job. High five. All right. Okay. Hi, Mikey. Estrella Jalisco. Okay. And girls, you're right. Okay. I'm sorry. Cheers, Marissa. All right. Good work. Thank you, Frank. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. All right. All right. Are you putting aftershave on? What's going on?
No, I just had beer all over my face.
Okay. So like I said before, I've gone through some crazy places to live. Nate knows. In the meantime, my stuff, two guys chugging. Doug's just two guys chugging at once. I love Doug. All right, Doug, let's do it, man. All right, but you're going to love this one coming up, Doug, for the show and tell. Now I've lived in some crazy places. I've lived in, suburbia, North Buffalo, Kenmore, New York. I've lived in African huts. I've lived in mansions in California, and I've lived in apartments. But my stuff has lived even more places, packed away, tucked away in the weird storage bins. And I got, are you trying to say that? Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Danny's got a thing. I don't know how he does it, but he can drink way, 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 way faster than me.
Well, that doesn't matter. What matters the most is that we drank it. Let me get to show and tell because I dug this out of a box. I'm starting to unpack. Guys, I'm so excited to check this thing out. I haven't used it in a very long time. I'm really pumped up. I found a place in California that I can get it operational and use the stuff. And I'm talking about the Bell E. Howell low light movie camera.
What is that?
Holy shit, dude. It's one of the very first home movie cameras ever. Check this shit out. This is amazing.
What do you mean by a home movie camera? What exactly does that mean?
It's still in the styrofoam. Okay, it's still in the styrofoam. Look at this thing, dude. Okay, this is a Bell and Howell. Okay, original Focus-Matic, dude. Look at this thing, dude. I got the light and everything. And you can look through the film and we can go ahead and we can shoot and point and shoot and we can film old school movies. You guys have never seen this before. They are quite the little treat. Now you can go ahead and you can easily put like black and white filters. You can go ahead and basically make anything on Instagram or any of one of the apps look like they came from this, Nate. Okay, but my dad knows. Doug knows, me and you know, Frank probably knows, a Drunatic, Tenacious Freak. All you guys know that this is the OG movie camera right here. Okay, still functioning. All you do is click here. You have your focus point right here. This thing is cool, man. Look at the inside of this thing, Nate. That's what you go ahead and use.
You need to put a tape in there.
Yeah, you need film. Yeah, and you got you can call it tape too. It's basically like this. But my dad used to make all these crazy home videos. Of course, no sound, right? But nowadays there is so much at home, easy, accessible boom mic stuff that you can very easily lavalier people. Use some type of shotgun audio recorder, and as you're filming off of this thing, whatever you're filming and pointing or hooked up, you can pick up sound and you can mesh that into some type of thing. But I think it's just really cool. Bottoms up, yes. Yes, that is true.
Hey, can I ask you something? How would you get that? So if you're putting it onto film, how are you getting that into Instagram?
Well, no, what I meant by Instagram is like you can go to Instagram and you can pick like a filter to put over a video. Like, so say if I need video of me running, then I can put that on Instagram and put down the black and white filter on that video of me running
I see.
to look like it came from that. It won't
I see what you mean.
This is the real deal Holyfield right here. Dad, do you remember this? Are you still here? So this is pretty cool. Everyone's saying hi. Is it the Blair Witch camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You've got to sit on grassy knoll with that one, Dan.
That thing's so cool. I want to. We next time you come here, we should film something.
Yeah, and see, the cool thing about living in Los Angeles is not only can you buy the film, because you can buy this film anywhere, right? You can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it anywhere. But the cool thing about Los Angeles is this is the movie mecca of the world. This is where everything is started with this. So as you get that film and you use it, then you could probably get it developed pretty easily. And now they do a lot of conversions and stuff like that. So,
okay. So you would have to convert it from that tape to a digital form. You
could, or if you have the old playing kit, awesome camera. Have you ever shot with it? Doug, I shot with this a little bit, and the film got ruined years ago when I worked at a nightclub in Hollywood. I was filming skateboarding, I think it was, and some other weird shit going on at the nightclub. But yeah, and the film got damaged. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to use it again. But this is the original Bell and Howell Focus-Matic. Check this thing out. Home camera, one of the OGs. That's a beautiful camera. Says
really cool, man. That's
it's
cool.
Neat, man. Nick Cage used that 8mm. Yes. Drunatic's uncle used it. I just heard a shotgun. No shotguns here. But yeah, this is the Bell and Howell, and I have all the lights and everything for it, so that's kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about this. As I start to unpack things, you are going to see more show and tell items popping up here. We're going to be bringing up my friend Max, who is a diehard Buffalo Bills fan, Nate. You're going to have to deal with it. I love my Bills group. Look at that. What do you have?
Here's my show and tell.
Oh, talk to me, dog.
This is my Monstera plant, which a friend gave to me. Danny, you were here when we got it. It was a housewarming gift. But look at this thing. This thing's a monster. We got it. There was only 4. So we just got clippings off of another plant. And there was only 4 of these. Now there's 8 in about a month. So this thing's going to probably quadruple, quadruple, quintuple in size in the next 3 months. Just wanted to share it. I like this thing.
That thing's awesome. I remember when you got it. I just want to say real quick, HSB, have a good one. I love the Monstera. I love that it's growing and just expanding. It's but the leaves, it gets long with the stalk, and then the leaves branch out. That's pretty cool.
Look at how beautiful that is. That it looks like a Swiss cheese. And these things will end up where they're much bigger, and they look like fingers that are kind of on each side.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. Yeah, Frank. Sounds like you have a bigger space, stuff coming out of storage. Absolutely, guys. And one of these days, I'm going to let you guys into my world of where I started Travel Man Dan for 2.5, basically the entirety of it. So 2 years and 3 quarters of a year. I basically lived in a very small place. And I'll let you into that a little bit later, but it's just an inspiration for me where I put out 400 videos. And I said, you know what? I don't care. I don't need the best equipment. I don't need all this crazy stuff. I just want to go ahead and create. I just want to do this because I absolutely love it. So, yeah, I got a bigger space now. It's going to become a little more comfortable. We're going to be changing the bar. We're going to be growing. So stay tuned for that, Frank. I wanted to address that comment. Nate, 23 watching, 24. Cheers, guys. So
does that mean another one?
No, you can. But
whoa. Wow. Look at you, Mr. Host. Come on.
No, I gotta continue moving. Okay, this is what we're drinking.
Dude, I love this beer.
It's really good. It's got such a zest of lemon and tea. I don't even feel like I'm drinking beer. If I didn't drink that Corona, I would not even think I'm drinking a beer today, Nate.
It's really, really good. I'm surprised at how much I came into this thinking it's going to be a novelty hack item. I like it.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's like you think that it's going to be like a twisted tea, but it's considered a summer ale, and then you think it's going to be like a novelty. But man, it's so damn good. It's refreshing. It's got taste to it. 24.
Dude, you put these in a cooler in the backyard with hot dogs and hamburgers. This is a 4th of July beer.
Yeah, that it is. Hey, Aquanuts. Yes, welcome to the show. I missed you. I'm giving you a big hug. Aquanuts, it's good to see you here. Okay, I'm just rolling through the comments, guys. Now, here's what we're doing. 24 people on the show. Murph Ride, give her the jazz hands. Yeah, there it is. Okay. She said, I'm off to Zion. Okay, we're super jealous of you. Nance is going to Zion National Park.
I love Zion.
Yeah, Zion's awesome. Remember we went there.
We did. And we stayed out and that was the glamping trip. That's right.
That was great. You can check out those videos on the channel if you're interested. But now we're going to do something that it's coming off the top of my head, Nate. We're going to do What Would You Rather? Just like you're in the room. I haven't planned these out. So listen, I'm going to tell you right now, as I continue to go, if you want to do a What Would You Rather, please let me know in the comments below. I want to hear some of your What Would You Rather. You know how the show goes. We go with the first 2 places. Second, typically something interesting, maybe a sport, maybe a choice of doing something. Then we maybe go to entertainment, whether it's actors, bands, musicians, voices of musicians. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. And then let the wheels come off. Okay, all hell break loose. Let me know what would you rather. This is your time to shine. This is your time to put down in the comments, and I'll pick from 2 comments what would you rather. Give me something gross. Give me something disgusting. Give it to me, guys. Nate, you think they can handle it?
Of course. Are you kidding me? This little group that we got here, they're creative, they're fun. I guarantee you they can come up with some good ones.
What would you ever send these? Yeah, I think I might send a beer award to this brewery. Okay, this is Sleeveless Tea Brewery.
Hey, no. It's called. So we haven't talked about this yet. The brewery is from Cooperstown, New York. We talked about baseball today. That's where the Hall of Fame of baseball is. But I don't know how to pronounce the name of the brewery. Is it Omegang? Like, is that is it a play on Oh My God? Is that what they're doing there?
Oh my gang.
Omegang. OMG. That's it right there.
OMG series. Yeah, okay. First of all,
they have multiple series. They have their seasonal series. They have their regular rotation. They have the OMG, which is the sleeveless tea, as part of that. And then they also have a Game of Thrones lineup. Yeah, it's like porters and heavier beers, and it's got like their logo on. It's pretty cool. Check out their website, which is omegang.com, OMMEGANG.com. They got a pretty cool, they're a cool brewery. They're doing something different.
Well, first of all, they're in Cooperstown, New York. I mean, guys, if you don't know Cooperstown, it is like a small little town centered around everything baseball.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God. They give tours and stuff. Oh shit. I didn't know that. We're going to have to check that out. I'm going to be back in Buffalo. It looks like possibly December, definitely December, but possibly even later in the summer. I don't know. We'll see. But maybe I can get a chance to go to Cooperstown. Nate, have you been to Cooperstown?
I have. It's been a very long time. I want to say I went when I was probably 10 or 12 years old, somewhere in that range. Brendan, if you remember. But we did go up there with our grandparents. I remember loving it. What's the name of the little stadium where they used to have baseball games? Doubleday, is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get to that one. Murph, that's the disgusting one. Okay. Well, I got you little Murph. All right. So going with the theme of what we've already talked about. What would you rather, Nate, or anybody else? Would you rather visit Cooperstown, New York, small, quaint town, nestled in the Finger Lakes area of New York? Some people call it Western New York. Most people call it upstate. For me, it's downstate. That's just the way we talk, okay, from Buffalo. But it's a beautiful town, especially in the summer. It's very green. There's lots of baseball. Every little shop on the main street is a baseball card memorabilia. They got cool places. They got breweries like this, and you can go ahead and get your sleeveless tea. Cooperstown, New York, or would you rather go to Canton, Ohio, where
Football Hall of Fame.
Football Hall of Fame is, okay? The gridiron, the leather hats, okay? The style that I don't really know how Canton is, but I know how Ohio is. All towns, I'm sure it's much similar to Cooperstown. So for me, I've been to Cooperstown several times. I never played at Doubleday Field. I would definitely take every opportunity to go back there, but I've never been to Canton, Ohio. So I would love to go there, and I would love to go there when they inaugurate and bring in Steve Tasker. Get him in the Hall of Fame. What the hell? He revolutionized,
special teams player.
but he revolutionized the playing. Okay.
Did he? What was he? He was the first. What do they call it? Who's
gunner.
The guy that? Huh?
The first gunner.
Gunner. That's it.
Yeah.
Gunner.
The first time that they, after him was number 40 from Cowboys, Billy Bates, and then after that, it became a significant, an integral part of it. So I'm going with Canton, Ohio. Nate, where are you going with?
I'm going to look at this as if I haven't been to either and what I would prefer to go to, because I have been to Cooperstown and I haven't been to Canton, and I just prefer the idea of Cooperstown. Plus, when it comes to football, everybody knows when you're in the Northeast, there is a rivalry between Ohio and Pennsylvania. They call it the Big 33 game. That means the best players from Ohio play against the best players of Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
So I'm anti-Pennsylvania, yep. And I'm anti-Ohio. Sorry, Ohio. Canton, give me Cooperstown.
No Buckeyes for you?
Nope, not interested.
At Penn State or Temple?
Penn State.
Yeah, and I'm kind of leaning.
Temple's not really a football school.
I'm kind of leaning towards Penn State recently because my man Rocco Cordova.
Dude, he is, of course, dude, the Nittany Lion through and through.
All right, wasn't Tasker the first special team player? Yes, yes, he was.
He was.
And see, I feel like Steve Tasker had, obviously he was a special teamers, but I feel like he's revolutionized that position. Before, like obviously you make it to the NFL, there's something special about you. But Steve Tasker wasn't that big, he wasn't that strong, but he played the position good, and it created a position where you could take uberly athletic people and make a position for them. And maybe they didn't have the bend in the hips to play defensive end. Maybe they didn't have the swivel in the hips to play corner. Maybe they didn't have the hands to catch, okay? But if you put them on special teams, they were a football player, man. And that's
huge.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing. Jordan Tech says, hi, Douglas. Welcome to the show. So, Nate, I'm going to drop this in your hands, okay? Give me the next, what would you rather? Give me two musicians, two artists off the top of your head that we got to pick from.
Billy Joel or Elton John.
Ooh, two piano
players, both massive in the 70s and 80s. One from the UK, one from Long Island, I think so, in America.
Yeah, he's
one of them a boxer, the other one not. So, yeah, you tell me, Billy Joel or Elton John. For me, man, I think I'd have to choose Billy Joel. And
wow.
Because it's just rooted more with me how I grew up. There's parallels there to Springsteen a little bit, and the area in which that he's revered so much in the Northeast of the United States. So I'd have to go with Billy Joel.
Okay, love Elton John. Think his music is great. I think his career has been wonderful. Obviously, he continues to put out amazing hits, especially when he was really young. And he was really vibrant. And although I did meet somebody that saw Elton John a few years ago, and they said his voice was amazing. He doesn't exactly hit the high notes like he used to, but to have a 50-year career as a singer, he might even be 60 years. I don't know. It's phenomenal. But if you know me, you know I love Billy Joel, so I'm always going with the Joel man. Going with Billy Joel. For me, hands down, one of the best artists out there. I love his piano playing ability, but I also love his voice. But what I love most about him, like Nate said, I can connect. Okay, his stories, the writing, what he sings about, I get it. Okay, so June at 6 is
what was
Billy
Elton
John.
John's like flagship overall #1 song? Is it like Yellow Brick Road? Is it what's his? Because Billy Joel is Piano Man. That stands out above and beyond everything. What's Elton John's?
I would say Elton John's probably the one about Candle in the Wind, about Marilyn Monroe.
Really? That's not Marilyn Monroe. It was about Princess Diana.
What?
He wrote it. It was about Princess Di when she passed away in the car accident. It was not about Marilyn Monroe.
Oh. Are you
Marilyn
sure?
Monroe was like, that's back from the 60s, 50s.
Wait, I know, but are you sure? Because that song was out in the mid-90s. And
when do you think she died? Like 92 or something like that? 92?
I was at Wesleyan. No, it was in the late 90s.
That's what it was. What it was, and then they redid the. Go research it. It's Princess Di. That's the connection.
Are you sure?
Yes. Anybody else want to research it? That's what that song was about. I remember the whole thing.
No, Elton John and Bernie Taupin. It was originally written in 1973 in honor of Marilyn Monroe.
So, but did they not come back and do that when Princess Di died back in 90 whatever? I don't remember. But that was the whole thing. They redid the song.
It would have been 98, but I'm talking about the original Candle in the Wind. I think that's his. Anyway, we're getting way off. Marie says Billy Joel. No, Marie says Elton John.
Philo says Billy Joel.
Philo says, okay. Mikey says Elton John. Your son, that's probably Tiny Dancers, okay.
Great song.
Guilty pleasure.
Great song.
I like Benny.
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets. Okay.
Either way, they're both incredible, like iconic performers.
See, that's what I'm with Doug. See, no, it was done first with Marilyn. Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was redone. I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like that was the whole thing. So I didn't realize the first part was for Marilyn Monroe. I didn't know that.
He played at Diana's funeral. Okay. So somebody says Jolene. That's a good one. Nate, you need a bonger for your mistakes. Oh, Drunatek. I mean, Candle in the Wind. Okay, we are just going through it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Originally written, you changed the words. Okay, so we're both kind of right.
Oh, I saw. So they did. So they updated it to pay homage to Princess Diana.
Yeah, you get a little extra on this show, you know.
You do.
Okay, let's go with foods. Does anybody want to throw out a couple of foods? Okay, what do you got, Nate? What would you rather? Give me one. I'll give you the other one.
Well, we should probably stick with the. All right, the buffalo wing
or the crab leg.
The buffalo wing or the crab leg.
Yeah, that's
buffalo wings or crab legs. What do you like?
Yeah, that's a very, very good. What would you rather? Okay, you're at a bar, you're hanging with some homies, you're drinking, you're chugging, whatever you're doing. You got hair like this. I don't know what's going on, but what do you order? Buffalo wings or a basket of real crab legs? Okay. Doug, I love Doug. Doug says wings all the way. Doug is a hardcore Buffalo guy. Yes, no crab legs. Okay, at the bar. Okay, definitely go Buffalo wings. You know I'm not going to go ahead and pick crab legs. Okay, I just Buffalo wings 100%. Bring them from Duff's. I'm ready to go. That's what I'm having. It's all the way Buffalo wings. Nate, what about you?
Yeah, it's buffalo wings. I don't like the tediousness of eating crab legs. Now, if you give me a bowl of big hunks of crab meat like that, maybe. But if there's the little ones and I got to crack through them, just give me the wings. Wings all day. Love them. It's probably top 3 favorite food for me.
Nice. Marie says crab legs. Ew. Okay. Frank says crab legs. No way.
No way.
All right. All right. I love it. Okay. Going off the top of my head, we're going to go, since we're here in the mountains, we're going to go adventuring, right? But imagine the mountains, not that they get snow here. Well, they actually do. About 20 minutes up the road, they get some snow. But here they don't. So which would you rather, Nate? Would you rather get on a snowmobile, low to the ground, cruising through some powder? Maybe there's already some tracks down the southern tier. You're flying through. You got your goggles on, your headgear, all your stuff. Or it's hot as hell, okay? And you're on the sand dunes riding a dirt bike, a two-wheeler. Ooh, the back is swinging. You're flying all over. You're going through mountains. It's hot out. Different feel to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit higher up, you're on two wheels as opposed to being lower to the ground. You don't feel so wobbly. So which one would you rather? For me, well, Marissa says definitely buffalo wings. Good. Alia. For me, I love dirt biking, but there's always that instability thing, and I'm not a pro on motorcycles and dirt bikes. And when you're on sand, it kind of whips you around to the tail end. And I absolutely love being bundled up, cruising through pine trees, cruising along tracks down to Allegheny. I absolutely love being on a snowmobile. So for me, snowmobile. Nate, what would you rather?
Yeah, it comes down to temperature for me. If you're telling me it's super hot, I'm out. Give me the cold. Give me the snowboard. I mean the snowmobile.
Barrow, yes, I definitely like chicken wings. Yeah, snowmobiling's awesome. Sand dunes, got to try. Maybe Morocco.
Ooh.
Very nice. Snails and garlic butter. No thanks. Wings, you've been there with blue cheese and ranch. Not for the always blue cheese. Dirt bike, Marie. Okay, I gotta go. See you later, Calvin. Have a good day. Have a great week. All right, the last one is coming in from Murph. Murph is the little guy that I did the root beer float with. He got a little disgusting. He said, what would you rather? Would you rather eat ice cream that tastes, no, would you rather eat poo that tastes like dog poo, that tastes like ice cream, or ice cream that tastes like dog poo? That's a
right?
What's it?
Are you doing that right?
Yeah.
Would you rather eat dog poo that tastes like ice cream, or would you rather eat ice cream that tastes like dog poo? Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer for me. I certainly don't want to eat poo. I don't want to taste dog poo. I never want to try poo ever in my life, okay?
But you are. You have to try it out of these two options.
No, you don't. You can eat the poo that tastes like ice cream. Which is poo? But it tastes like ice cream.
Still poo.
Most ice cream looks like poo, especially McDonald's. So for me, I'm going to eat the dog poo that tastes like ice cream.
So you're eating poo?
Technically, yes, I'm eating poo. Technically, I'm eating poo, yes, but actually it tastes like ice cream. So
I would do ice cream that tastes like poo. I would want to try it.
Yeah, because your other alternative is imagine eating a soft cone and it tastes like poo. Have you ever smelled dog poo when it cracks open?
Well, yeah.
It's different. Now imagine that in your mouth.
I've done a show mobile, but what?
What do you guys think? Come on, Dan, be adventurous.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're both poo, so you might as well eat the one that's ice cream, but you know it's flavored as poo. Not eating the actual poo that's flavored like ice cream.
No, I don't want to eat poo.
But they're both poo.
So you're saying eat the ice cream because it's ice cream. It's not poo.
Yes. So you're doing poo both ways, but at least you're eating the ice cream.
That's a good point. But no, I just don't want to. You got a good point. I just don't want to eat it.
I grew up with 8 uncles in the Philippines, and they do dirt. That's cool.
Awesome. I'll have to go visit those uncles. Well done, guys.
A weekly beer review show.
See, have Trollins with me. Okay. I have internal debate on this one. Yes, Frank, me too. Nate, you're right. Danny's eating poo. What the hell, guys? Snowmobile with Johnny in the horror movie. Nice. Okay, we're cracking up here about this one. Well, you made it, so thanks.
Good job. That's right.
Hey, guys, we're not eating poo. We're not drinking poo. We're drinking sleepless tea. This is what we're drinking. Let's go ahead and whack this down and give it a score, Nate.
I really like that beer, man. I'm curious what my score is going to be.
Me too. Oh, man. All right. Going right into it. Sleeveless tea made by, oh, my God. Hey, guys, I got to tell you, man, this doesn't happen very often, but we're above 4%. We're above a 4. And, like I said, it's a summer ale. It's got delicious taste. Right away, the aroma is just it's not like this weird synthetic lemon either. It's like a real lemon. Yeah, okay, sometimes you can get into these weird flavors where it just doesn't taste proper. This is a delicious smelling lemon. It's got that perfect nip of tea. I don't taste the floral in it, but I definitely taste the nip of tea. And being a 5%, it's still got a little kick into it. But overall, I think the taste is sensational. I'm giving it a 5.0.
I agree with you. It kind of reminds me of a Radler in that, a Radler is going to be half beer and then it's mixed with kind of like a lemon or lime soda. It almost has that kind of flavor to it, but it has a more beer flavor. Like you taste lager. So for me, I really like how they combine that. They're kind of working the fence there a little bit. I'll give it a 4.0.
Nice. Okay. All right. Going with price. Nate, do you have the price on this one? Because I lost
$2.79 for the 16-ounce can.
$2.79 for a 16-ounce can. Here in the United States, you can tack on a little bit for tax, so you're probably looking at $3 a pop. $3 for a full-size can of this delicious beer. I think it's a good price. I think anytime you see that and with the amount of taste I got, you can't beat it. I'm giving it a 4.0. Nate?
Yeah, same. Very good price. I think it comes in, if you don't buy it single cans, it comes in a 4-pack. And I think the 4-pack was like $9.99. So it's pretty consistent with that price. That's a good price. 4.0.
Yeah. Not $10 for 4 cans of bigger cans. Yeah.
Exactly.
Doug, I'm bringing this to the football game. All right. Now let's go to the design, because the design is really sweet. Okay. I'm going to go through my design, what I like about it. But, Nate, I'm going to bring you in here because I think you got some good points here. We take a look at it. We got all kinds of ladies and gentlemen, and they're floating. We have a dog. Okay. They're enjoying the summer. What they're trying to brand with this thing. Tea, summer, being outdoors, on a pool. The lemon is the raft. I think that's bitching. Okay. I like the font. I like the colors. I'm drawn to it. I like that it states the alcohol by volume. I like in the back it tells you a little bit more how it's made with black tea, lemon, and natural flavors. I mean, it's a really cool can, right? It's 4.0 for me. Nate?
I can't really argue with you at all here. I'm gonna do a 4.0 as well. It has all the things that I like, which is, it's combining, or it's taking the identity of the can and pairing it with the beer very, very well. Maybe better than any other beer that I've had. The lemons are awesome. The people on the rafts are awesome. It's a great style. 4.0.
4.0. Nice. Okay. All right. Accessibility. Now this is the one where it hurts everybody. Unfortunately, it is not a huge brewery. It's the first time I've actually seen this brewery. It's from Cooperstown, New York, which is a small town in New York. So in New York State, you could probably get it. I don't know how much east you'll be able to get it. Like, you might not be able to get it in Manhattan, or you'll probably be able to find maybe possibly in Queens or Staten Island. But you'll probably be able to find it more in places like Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. But the fact that we were able to find it in Las Vegas makes it promising. Okay, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on that they get coverage throughout the United States. But that's it. I don't think you're finding this in Europe. I don't think you're finding it anywhere in Africa, Asia. I don't think you're going to find it in Australia or Antarctica. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go ahead and give them a 2.5 on accessibility. Nate, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2.0 because I think it's even though we got it in Las Vegas here, I think we got lucky.
Yeah.
I looked at the distribution and it looks like it's East Coast to about Chicago, and then there's little sporadic areas that it distributes out to the West Coast. So even here for Americans, it's going to be a challenge. It's not as easy to find as some of the other ones. So 2.0.
Yeah, do me a favor, Nate. Can you please pick me up some of this? Pick me up a four can so I can bring it to the Bills party, because it is hard to find. I'll go pick my one, but I want Doug and Max to get a taste of it. Going with the TMD X Factor. Okay, new place, new vibe, fun beer. We're rolling literally. Now my internet is about an hour and 20 minutes old, so it's brand new. I think that's cool that we're able to open up the show and still do it. We were thinking about doing a just one beer. I said, nah, let's just roll off the top of my head. And the fact that we got a good beer, the fact that I'm bringing this beer, and this is the type of beer that I'll tell everyone to try. When people ask me to try beers, there's a lot of beers you could try. Like specifically off the top of my head, I can't think of them sometimes. But when I think of a beer to tell someone to try, I'm going to tell them to try the sleeveless tea. I think you can't go wrong with it, right? Even people that don't like a beer drink, a beer taste, will like this beer. Yeah. It's awesome. Nate, what do you think? So I'm going to go ahead and give the score of a 4.0. Nate, what do you got?
I'm doing a 5.0. Especially because we're in the heat of the summer right now. It's super hot. This is refreshing. It's way better than my expectations were. They did a really good job. I feel lucky to even try it. 5.0. It's awesome. Next summer, I'll definitely be drinking it as long as continued beer.
Great. I love it. Okay, once again, we've been hit, and we can't get over that barrier that breaks us with the accessibility. Unfortunately, it was a delicious beer, but the accessibility brought it down from reaching the all-time score for me personally, but I still gave it a great score. Definitely recommend this. Hey, you forget it. Said Lithuania beer is missing you. I absolutely love Lithuania. I will try to bring it up again. Tenacious Freak says Elton John, but I gave the sleeveless tea a 19.5, Nate.
Yeah, well, that's a really good score. It's 3 points above the median. So mine's 19.0, so it's really close.
Okay.
It's a really good beer. If you have an opportunity, if you see this in a store, definitely try it. Even a single one. If it's just a single, there's one there, get it.
Yeah.
It's worth a try.
Definitely worth a try. I suggest anyone that gets, take Nate's suggestion and try it out. Nate, I got to run real quick and use the restroom. So I'm going to leave this to you. Tell us and talk us through anything you'd like to bring for the next segment.
All right. So I don't know what the next segment is, Travel Man Dan, but I can sit here and I can talk for a minute. So we have two beers that we're doing today. And the good thing about these two beers is that, it is being so hot outside. The next beer that we're doing right here, right? This is a Kronenburg. Okay. This is a French beer. Again, it's more of a macro lager. So it's going to be compared to a Heineken, Carlsberg, Budweiser, that kind of typical macro lager beer. So I don't expect it to be a 19.0. I don't expect it to be graded that high. I expect it to be something a little bit lower. But again, what it's good for is a hot day, refreshing. It does come with the green bottle. That's a concern for me. The more I read about beer, the green bottle seems to be something that enthusiasts really try to stay away from. And it's weird because some of my favorite beers come out of a green bottle, which Yingling comes out of a green bottle, Rolling Rock comes out of a green bottle, Peroni comes out of a green bottle. The enthusiasts would say that anything that comes out of a clear bottle, Miller High Life, green bottle, the beers I just said, that you're going to get more light into the beer. And that's a big no-no. The two issues for beer are temperature and light. So that's why you're seeing this transformation where a lot more beers are being promoted via can than they are via bottle. So I'm interested to see what this beer tastes like.
Yeah, Tenacious Freak said he likes it. Once again, this is what we're trying. The Kronenburg 1664. It's an interesting bottle. I think I had one of these maybe in Europe somewhere. It is a French beer, but Nate, what the hell? Let's go ahead and crack it.
Let's do it.
Because I'm
So
moving.
the title here, the name, right? 1664. The first time this beer was brewed was in 1664. So that's where it comes from. That's 357 years old. That's an old beer.
Yeah, definitely. Traditional beer. It is a 5% alcohol. Nate, I noticed you don't have your red can opener. Neither
I don't know
do
where
I.
it is. I don't know where it is. I got to find it.
I'm moving. You may have been drunk. Look at that fancy glass, dude. What the hell is that?
Hey, dude. We're moving on up in the beer world.
All right. Well, don't let me hold you back. Here we go, guys. This is the Kronenburg 1664. Okay. It's got a rich yellow amber look to it.
Very malty look. Caramel colored a little bit. Golden. It's nice. It's a nice color. It looks like it's probably slightly deeper than a regular, Budweiser Macro, something like that.
Definitely skunky. Thank you, Drunatic. Good to be back. It's been a long time since I tasted last. Okay, yeah, this has got that skunky flavor to it.
I can tell from the smell already.
Had Kronenberg. We're sitting in Monaco for the Grand Prix. I kept them cold with a bag of frozen peas.
You got no head on yours, dude.
Yeah, I'm a good pourer.
Good pourer. You want this?
Schnaventhus. All right, here we go. Okay, I smell a strong, skunky flavor. But let's go ahead and take a first sip.
Cereal, malt, corn.
Yeah. I taste that really grassy banana kind of characteristic that is often associated with a common beer. Nate, what's your first impression of the Kronenberg?
I don't know. There's a bit of sourness in there, just a little bit of tartness. It's not there's really no hops to be found. It's crisp. It's good. It's been sitting out for the past hour and 15 minutes, so it's gotten slightly warm for me. I think if it was, you got to drink this beer extremely cold for it to be good.
Well, mine is extremely cold. Mine's been sitting in an ice bucket.
Okay.
Extremely cold. And, the thing about this beer is it's going to be some type of beer in Europe that is a common beer. Most associated with like a Miller or a Budweiser or a Coors.
Heineken.
Yeah. Very similar to a Heineken. It's got a skunky taste to it. It's got a rabid stench to it that, some people like. I also noticed I just took a little burp. And yeah, you can definitely smell some kind of rankness going on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall, it's not terrible. It's just not something that I think is up to par. But like I said, they've been around since 1664, so tradition has been on their side. What makes a beer skunky? Just
temperature and bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got a clear bottle, if you got a green bottle, it's going to tend to get skunky because light's getting through. That's why they use brown. Brown protects it a little bit more, but that's why the can is so much better now because you get zero penetration of light.
Yeah, and you can definitely – the green bottle is something because it's a characteristic that is common with most green bottles, whether it's a Heineken or whether it's
Yuengling.
Yuengling 1664. That beer looks beautiful in the glass. Is the bubbles only in the middle? Mikey's Kitchen says, Frank,
bubbles are only in the middle. It's lacing.
Mikey says, Frank, I got to go to that place in Monaco to see that Grand Prix. Yeah, that is a bucket list. Might as well, since it's brought up, since Mike brought it up. Guys, let me know in the comments below some type of event, some type of travel thing that is on your bucket list. What is it? For me, it's going to Scotland to see the Fringe Festival. It's like a 2-week-long festival of theater. So it's packed with actors around the world. And sometimes you go into a grand theater and you can see a full-fledged play. But sometimes You're drinking in a bar, and there's a pop-up play. There's plays on the street. There's Shakespeare. There's contemporary. There's just about something for everybody. That if you're into like theater and plays, and being in Edinburgh, it's at the end of August of every year. I hope that I can get there. That is one of the things on my bucket list. Nate, what about you? What is a bucket list for you?
Man, I don't know. I just recently did one when I went skydiving. So I don't know. A bucket list might be becoming like certified skydiver. I liked it that much. I thought, you do, I think it's 100 jumps.
Oh,
so I don't know. I think that's probably a bucket list thing for me, is actually being able to jump out of a plane by myself.
Wow. Fuck, Doug. Excuse me. Doug says he's been there, and I never knew that, Doug. We're going to be talking. I'm taking you out, okay? And we're going to get a pastrami sandwich at Langer's, and you're going to tell me about the Fringe Festival. Cheers to that. Guys, let me know what anytime on the show, what is something that you want to see? Like, I know this is the beer show, but this is a travel channel, so I'd love to hear people's bucket lists. We're all about bringing in good vibes, positive people, optimistic things. Yeah, the pandemic sucks, and it's still going on right now, but you're going to be able to get back at some point. So where is it that you really want to go, that you really want to do, that you really want to see? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and strike up that conversation. Nate, cheers on the Kronenburg.
Not loving it.
Not loving it?
Not loving it. I think it's okay.
All right, hold that thought. Mike, if you're still with us, I don't have a this day in history. So can you please provide me with one? This just real quick. Can you provide me with this day in history? Just one fact that I can go ahead and read that happened on this day. I'd love to hear from you. Nate, tell me why you're not feeling it.
I don't know. I feel it's just there's no complexity to this beer. It's malt. It's grain. There's no flavor profile that you're really pulling from. There's nothing that's interesting to it, but that's what these beers are for. They're supposed to be easily drinkable, cold on a summer day. That's the whole point. So you don't compare this to a craft beer. You're comparing it to macro lagers. On that scale, it's probably in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like you're not comparing this to sleeveless teas or IPAs or crazy stouts. You're comparing it, like you said, a macro, a big produced beer, a giant brewery that's been around for 200 plus years. And if you compare it to that, you're right. It's probably middle of the road. I love Have Trolling says, sail my rubber boat from Denmark to Italy. How friggin' cool would that be? Okay. Brendan says the French Open, the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby's cool. I would want to do that too.
It's definitely in my bucket list of top 3, thinking about going next year. Ever since I was a kid, I saw The Last Emperor in China, and I wanted to go to the Forbidden City. And Mike, if you watch my video on the Forbidden City when I was there, I shout you out, my friend. I shout you out. And if you've never been to China, I know a lot of people are turned off by China because of what's going on politically. But guys, I got to tell you something. China is one of the coolest, most beautiful, full of the most generous people, and you will absolutely love your time there. Think about the general population when you're thinking about traveling, and you'll have no problem at all. It's exciting. It's fun. You'll be able to see the Great Wall, the Forbidden City. It's just a beautiful place. Me and Nate lived there for over 7 years each, and it's something you have to see. So, Mike, I definitely encourage you to go over there. Don't shy away from stuff like that.
Yeah, don't.
Media and politics and stuff like that will get convoluted, but you know in your heart how you feel and what you know is right. But going to see something doesn't mean you're folding in for some other political thing. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Nate, am I saying that right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a difference between the population of China and the Chinese government. There's 2 different entities there. And you go over there, China's awesome. It's the top tier, Guangzhou, Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen. Those tier 1 cities there are something to behold. Like, they're amazing. 15, 25 million people, amazing metro systems, public transportation, infrastructure, food. You got to go check out China if you have an opportunity to do it.
Dude, I love this. But you take a cold beer above a hot air balloon with fried bread, a little pizza frites, a little panzeretti. Oh man, that sounds delicious. Okay, Drew in Texas, Italy, and California. I would definitely do both. I've done both. I live here in California. Drew, if you ever come here, I will take you around LA, no problem. This day in history, okay? 1986, the video of the Titanic wreckage released. Wow. Great, Frank.
That is
great information. Okay, here's another one. This day in history. In 1969, Ted Kennedy drives a car off the bridge at Chappaquiddick Island.
Chappaquiddick.
How do you say that? Okay.
Chappaquiddick.
Okay. Have trolling? No, I follow the coast. I'm a rubber boat. I'm not going out in the open sea. Still.
What does that term mean, rubber boat? I don't know what that means.
I think it's probably like what we would consider like a blow-up boat. Like the, like you see like the Marines and
the dinghy?
What's that?
A dinghy?
No, not quite a dinghy, but like, when you see like the SEAL Team 6 and they're on that rubber, that type of thing. I think. I'll be back online in 1 minute. The people in China are so kind and welcome. Yes. Frank has lived there.
Hospitality.
He understands. That makes sense, Dan. Well said. Okay, a little piggyback on the 4th of July show. Franklin Delano is nominated for unprecedented third time. Who in the world? Man with polio. Yes.
We are in the throes of World War II, and for a man who had polio, the country could not think of anyone else more steady, more stable, and would get the job done than FDR.
Love it. Nate, you read it to us.
Have trolling only been on my dad's wooden boat in Denmark.
Sounds nice. Okay. We're going through the comments, guys. We're enjoying this Kronenburg 1666, a French common beer, if you will. And I don't mean common like you're not a commoner. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to be canceled if you're common. There's nothing wrong with just being a regular common folk. I consider myself a lot of that,
Finish it.
It's got a weird funk to it, man.
It does, man. It's right, and it's really forward on the front of the palate. As soon as you taste it, you're like, man, has this been sitting in the sun for a couple of days?
I often wonder too, is like, now this beer, let's see where it's bottled and brewed. Okay. It says it's brewed and bottled in France.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who knows when we got this bottle? It could have been 6 months ago.
There's no born on date.
Yeah. It probably tastes much different if you're in this town of France. That's the thing. If like I went to this small town of France and I drank from the brewery's taps right there after it was freshly brewed, probably a very different experience. I've got to say, I've always a great part of the weekend. Always interesting, always new. Thank you, Frank. I got to say, I'm truly humbled, as an entertainer and a guy that really works hard at this and tries hard and wants to make this his career, however it happens. I really can't say thank you so much for the support. And the fact that I was able to bring Nate on the show and bring him in each and every week and become an integral part of it. He's my best friend, and it makes it all the more funner. So thank you so much, Frank. I really appreciate those words. It's freedom and drinking beer. I love it. TMD, are you drunk? I'm starting to get there. TMD's tired more than anything. He's moving. He's tired. Me too. Thank you so much. All right. So moving on. Let's go to the next segment, Nate, which is what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to?
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to go down it real quick. What am I, Wash Pans? I'm not reading anything. I'm moving. So, Nate, what are you reading?
I got this book here. I want to talk about it. So this is actually a recommendation from our friend Tom, who was on the show recently. It's called Tasting Beer. Randy Mosher is the author. It basically gives you like a welcome guide to beer. It talks about tastings, pairings, how to actually taste, how to smell a beer, takes you through the different types of beer. It's really a good book. So anytime that we're going to review a beer on the show, I will always go to this book and use this kind of as a guide to tell me about that style of beer. Maybe they even have the brand of beer in the book that he talked about. This is the second edition, so it does get updated. It's $17 on Amazon, paperback. It's a great book. I would check it out.
So Nate, you said it gets updated so that beers that come out recently, you can.
Yeah, this is the second edition.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is a really good book. I recommend it. Like I said, it's not expensive. It's $17 to get it the next day.
And I'm more excited that you're actually reading a book rather than a Twitter handle.
Me too.
Yes, I agree. Nate does so well and always keep Stan on track. Bad any kid to read books. Well, I appreciate that. Well, it's always fun to get off track too, Frank.
It is.
This should be a college course. Watching Danny, and thank you guys. That's so means a lot. So thank you so much. We just had 20 people again in the room, but I got to go move later. But what am I watching? Oh, man, I am watching the best show. I love this show. So if you guys are watching Netflix, there's a show called Lilyhammer. I don't know if it's older. I don't know if it's –
It is.
Is it older? I usually catch the wave after it puddles out into the sand. But it is amazing. It is it's with Steven Van Zandt, who is the musician – part of the
Bruce Springsteen E Street Band.
Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band. He's also Tony Soprano's right-hand man in Sopranos. He's the guy who's kind of hunched over. He's got a real big bottom lip. Yeah, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be one of the most interesting people just to look at. Okay, Have Trolling says funny, great show. But what I love about this is he basically rats on his boss in New York, and he basically becomes a rat. So he enters the witness protection program. So he goes to Lillehammer, Norway, because he saw it on the Olympics and it looked beautiful, the Winter Olympics. And it is freaking hilarious. He's now a mobster, and he's meeting with all these Norwegian people, and he's created this like under thing that he had going on in New York in Lilyhammer. It's basically like Sopranos, and it's led by Italians, but it's all Norwegian. That's what's really cool about it, because there's all these like straight-laced Norwegian cultural things that you wouldn't have privy to. The cinematography is beautiful. It's just a neat place. I definitely suggest checking out Lilyhammer. I freaking love it. I'm in season 2 right now. Oh, man, it would just be a perfect show to be a part of. They had a bunch of gangsters in season 1, but really great stuff. If you get a chance to check it out, please do. What's up, Dumpling? All right, what do you got, Nate? What are you watching?
You know what? I'm not really watching anything, just like you're not reading because you're busy. So I'm not watching anything recently. But I would like to say this. You were talking about Lilyhammer and Stevie Van Zandt, right? There's a new Sopranos coming out.
What?
So I will be. Yeah, it's basically Tony. I think it's Tony's nephew or something, but the actor is actually Tony Soprano's. He's related to James Gandolfini, I think. So I just recently saw this, and they're going to be coming out in the next year or so. It's a follow-up to The Sopranos, which is super exciting. Because if you remember back when that came out, like 95 or whatever, that was the beginning. That and Oz were the beginning of how we watch TV shows today. The Sopranos were the pivotal, the moment where everything changed on TV.
Game changer. Nate is watching his dog. Doug says the Merry Saints of Newark.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Amazing Sci-Fi, The Expanse. Oh, that's a good one. I actually read the books, The Expanse.
Did you?
Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. I would have loved to have been on that one as the new Sopranos too. It's Gandolfini's son. Cool.
Oh, is it? So it is his son.
Can I get an audition, anybody? Can I get one?
Good. That's perfect for you.
Perfect, dude. We'll keep trying. But anyway, thanks, guys. What are you listening to? I'm listening to deep house music. Nothing special. I've been moving back and forth. I like the beats. I like the deep house, EDC. That's where you'll find me with the beautiful older people dancing, having fun. Just good vibes. Yeah, I'm listening to deep house classic hits. Nate, what are you listening to?
Yeah, so I've been trying to find some summer music to listen to recently, and there's a song by Toby Keith out right now called "Old School," just recently released in 2021. I'm all about this song. I think that yesterday I listened to it like 25 times.
What?
Yeah, I like it. I'm not a massive country guy, but every once in a while, it just feels like a summer song. It feels good. It's poppy in a country way. And I don't even know much about Toby Keith. Great song, "Old School." Check it out.
Nice. Brendan says he's on the Roots. Mike says
It's a good one.
we watched The Age of Birdwalk Empire. Oh, that's a good one. Wonderfully written about the New York, Jersey. One episode is about the Buffalo Mob. Well, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. I lost interest in The Expanse after the first season, but I was thinking, try picking it up again. Definitely would love to watch Boardwalk Empire again. I think I need to revisit it again because I saw it when it came out. Expanse as well. Hey, look, we're going to wrap things up a little bit. This is the Kronenburg. This is the Kronenburg 1664. Okay. Cheers. Let's go ahead and whack this guy down. We'll give it a score. And I'm going to leave you guys with the quote of the day.
Dude, I'm picking up on that banana that you said in the beginning. I didn't understand what you were talking about, and recently in the past couple, I can taste it. I can taste the banana.
I taste like it's almost like a non-ripe banana.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's there. Who was it? Who made Toby Keith? Toby Keith is the name of the artist. Here, let me show you. This is what it looks like. There you go. Toby Keith.
Well, thank you for sharing that. All right, let's get into the taste of things. Guys, the Kronenberg 1664. Not the best taste. Like I said, got that weird skunkiness. Like Nate said, it's a bit of the macro beer, massively produced. Thing that, maybe France and French people are used to drinking this. Maybe it's a little bit different. But for me, I didn't think it was an excellent taste. I didn't think it was awful. So right at the bar, I'm going to go ahead and set it at a 2.5. Nate, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Danny. I'm going to do a 2.0, just slightly below. It's not terrible. You can drink it, but if we're being honest, we're reviewing beers here. So there's going to be good ones. There's going to be bad ones. 2.0.
Nice. All right, Nate, give me a price because I lost the receipt. I don't have a price on this one. Please give me a price.
$1.99 for a single beer.
All right, $1.99. That's a good price. That's what you want to pay. It's $2 for a beer, about $2.15. So if you had $5 in your pocket, you might want to get a couple of bottles of this. I don't know if that's your thing. It's not a bad price though,
No,
so it's probably going to go down considerably if you get a 6-pack. I'm down with the price. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Nate, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.0. Again, just slightly under what you're saying for the same reasons. 3.0.
Okay, now the next one, I'm going to go with design. Now, I am not a fan of the green bottle. I really am not. But with that being said, I actually like this bottle. I think it's got some cool features to it. I think it's fatter, okay, which is kind of cool. I think that it's got this little weird indent, okay, and then on the indent is the year 1664. So I think these little bit of tweaks to it. I think these little bit of specialties added to it. I like this label. It kind of reminds me of Old Michelob being American. I think that's neat. I don't think there's a lot going on here, but I still kind of like this beer bottle. I don't think it's as bad as, well, some of the green bottles are. The fact that it is a green bottle is what I don't like. So that's going to bring the design down to a 3.0. Nate, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm the same here, Danny. We're kind of the same on this beer so far. It's interesting. I like the red, white, and blue French kind of play on the flag, I guess, right? Partnered with the green, it does look pretty good. So I'll give it a 3.0. Nothing like overly stylish. It's classic, much like a Budweiser would be, or Michelob.
Yeah, very classic. And I think that's cool that they threw in that French flag type thing.
I like
Good
that.
night, Barrow. Thank you so much, as always, for joining the show. That's amazing. All right, accessibility. I think this beer is pretty damn accessible.
It is.
I think you're going to be able to find this all over the world. I think that finally we have a beer that you can get. Nate, can you get this in Europe?
Yes.
Probably every country, right?
Yep.
Can you get it in United States?
For sure.
Most big cities, pretty sure.
Yep.
Can you get it in Africa?
Yes.
Probably, right? Especially Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. You're going to be able to find it. Asia, no problem. I think that's where I tried it. I think the accessibility is excellent. I think you're going to be able to find it just about anywhere. Is it going to be as accessible as Heineken or Bud? Probably not. So I'm going to I'm going to give it a little bit more, a little less, 4.0.
Dude, we're pretty close here, man. I'm doing the same thing. And just for the reasons you just said, it's not Heineken, Carlsberg, Budweiser. It's whatever the step below that is. I don't even know. Peroni would probably be comparable, right? The Italian mainstay for beer. You're going to find it in most places, but not everywhere. So 4.0.
Oh, I love this. Brendan says, we're going on a sleeveless tea hunt. Gonna pass on the 1664.
That's fair.
Yeah. You need to go on a sleeveless tea.
It's good.
It's good.
Total Wine.
And that's really cool that we were able to do this show and you're able to find some value and then want to be inspired to go and try it. And now, if you have a problem with alcohol, I definitely want to tell you, like, this is no joking matter. But if you do drink, that would be a suggestion. Guys, the TMD X Factor. I can't tell you the last time I had this. I don't know where it was. It could have been an airport in some weird city on a layover. It could have been in some beach town where I drank 6 of them. I do not remember. But the TMD X Factor, because this is the first show in the new place, I got to give it a little boost, right? It's got to get a little something. We made it happen, Nate. So fist bump on that. I'm going to give it a little bit better than it actually should. But the TMD Factor, I'm not going to go asking for this beer. I thought it was okay. Like I said, the skunkiness, the green bottle thing is a real turnoff to me. Ever since I started drinking beer and ever since I started tasting the other skunkiness, which is known as an IPA, you're like, well, do I have an IPA skunk or do I have an old green bottle that's been sitting in the light for months? Definitely going to take the IPA. This beer is unusual, but TMD Factor, right about a 3.0. Nate, what do you got?
I'm going less. I'm not inspired by this beer at all. If it was on a menu and there was only 3 beers and it was Budweiser and it was Corona and it was Kronenburg, I wouldn't take the Kronenburg. So I do like the fact that it's the first beer in your new place. So congratulations, Danny. That's a big deal. But 2.5 for me. Not that it's not great. It's drinkable, but I would probably never drink it again. If I don't have to drink this again, I probably won't.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, for me, actually, due to the accessibility, which is crazy because it's never does in our favor, this beer actually scored par, 16.0 for the Kronenburg 1664. Wouldn't it be fitting? Excuse me. Wouldn't it be fitting that it's still 16? That's awesome. Yeah, not bad. Nate, what was your score?
Mine was less. It was 14.5. And if you think about what we did on 4th of July for Budweiser, I want to say both of our Budweiser scores were pretty high. Maybe that was the moment. Maybe it was because you were here. But they're comparable beers. And it outpaced the Kronenburg. The Budweiser outpaced the Kronenburg by a couple of points. So 14.5. Again, I probably won't drink this beer again.
Yeah. I mean, other than being in like somewhere that now that I'm familiar with it, I would try it again. Other than that, I don't know. Guys, I don't have anything for you. It is the quote of the week, so I'm going to go with the standard quote. Okay, the quote that is my mantra, the quote that I say a lot at every video, and that is, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. And I really mean that. If you knew me as a person, if you knew who I was, I come from a small suburban town just north of Buffalo, and people don't really get outside of Kenmore. And that's no slight at them because, look, my brother's a townie. All my brothers are, that's no problem. But what I mean by that is it's a big world. There's a lot of things out there. Whatever your interests are, whatever you may think you want to see or think that you're curious about, okay, go and see it. Go and see it. And that's what this is basically meaning. It's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit about it. Don't just watch it on National Geographic or on YouTube. I love that you are able to watch my videos of me traveling around the world. But if it's something that you're truly inspired, something that really burns in you, that's part of your bucket list, go and see it, man. It's huge out there. Because one thing that I found out about traveling through all the years that I've traveled, even before I started pointing a video camera at me in travels, is perspective. And the ability to have perspective is so important because you see how other people live and you start to understand, you know what, it is a big world out there. I have to see this. So make sure that I go ahead and see this and understand this perspective and see it from another point of view. That's what all this kind of means in one sentence. It's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it so that you can understand it, so you can understand how other people might see, or how you can understand the gratitude that you have for what you have. I know living in the United States, living here in California, I am blessed. I'm beyond blessed. Yeah, I lived in a smaller place before, but you know what? It was still a lot more than what other people had. And that sentence, that thing that came to me years ago, make sure you see every bit of it so that you absolutely are 100% aware of what's going on out there and how you can understand and look at what it is that you love from all different points is so important. So that's what that kind of sums up for me. I'm going to leave you with that. It's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. It's so important. Wherever you are in the world, wherever you're watching from, whatever that you want to go and see, make sure that you go and see it. You only live once, and that's the other side of that. We're not going to get into that. You only live one time, and you never know when that's going to get taken from you or shortened. So you got to go and see the things that you want to see out there. It's so important. Nate, hope you had a good time on the show. Do you have any last parting words, anything that you want to leave us with?
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off of what you just said, which was really nice, Danny, is when you get to travel, you really get to experience different things. And a lot of people, they get into this thing where they just keep buying things and trinkets and whatever, this consumerism type thing. Instead of spending your money on that stuff, go see something different, put it into your soul. That's what matters. When I travel, it usually makes me reflect on what my upbringing was and gives me a different perspective on life. So I think it's similar to what you're saying. Go out and see the world. It's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, Nate. It's definitely worth it. You always come back from travel. Yeah, you might be a little bit short in the pocket. You might have to, pay for it and, have to work harder and things are a little foggy back in your regular life as you go back to work. But you know what? In your soul, it gets better. So that's what that entails. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I hope you guys enjoy this. That's why I couldn't do Heineken anymore. It's the green bottle. It sucks. Let's be honest. The green bottle sucks. Guys, thank you so much. Have trolling. Have a nice week, Aquanauts. Have trolling. Thank you so much. Drunatic, thank you for the great show. Nate, thank you for being a part of this show. I really appreciate it. I hope you do good. Say hi to Cindy. Kiss the little guy. Hello. Have a great day, everybody. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later. See you, Doug.